Well, it's a beautiful afternoon at Ocean's Journey, at the Tennessee Aquarium right downtown on the river, and we've got a special treat today. We're going to meet with Samantha, and we're going to go behind the scenes and check out some ring-tailed lemurs.
All right, so my name is Sam, and I work here at the Tennessee Aquarium as a lemur keeper. So I am in charge of 11 lemurs, as well as 4 radiated tortoises that we have on exhibit, and 1 radiated tortoise we keep in the back. So you guys are going to get to kind of come into the exhibit with us and see our lemurs and our tortoises up close and get a little bit of information about them as well and see some of their personality. They'll be very excited. They get a little food We have Skip, Yoda, Gil, and Rolo right here, and then this one up on the branch is Twix. So we have 5 ringtail males out currently, but here at the aquarium we actually have 11 lemurs. So we have 3 different species. The ringtails are the most iconic, the ones that most people are used to seeing, but we also have red-colored brown lemurs, which are our newest species of lemurs, and they are actually what most lemur species look like. They are a small brown lemur. And then we have our red ruff lemurs as well. So they're the much larger species of lemur that you're going to see here at the Tennessee Aquarium. We have a male and a female. And they are considered the more dominant group here when it comes to our lemurs here at the Tennessee Aquarium. So whenever we have our red ruffs out with our ringtail lemurs, they are usually the ones that you're going to see kind of displacing or chasing off the ringtails, kind of getting their choice of the food, whatever they want essentially. So ringtails are really cool. They are a primate just like you and I, but they are kind of the lowest form of primate. So you can only find lemurs at, you can only find them in Madagascar, which is a small island country that is just off the coast of Africa. And that's going to be the place where you're going to find over 100 different species. So the last number we heard was about 117, but that number does change. So there's about 117 different species of lemurs. They come in all different shapes and sizes. So I'm feeding them carrots right now. This is one of their healthier snacks that they're allowed to have. So lemurs in Madagascar would usually have a lot more fruit in their diet than what we give them here. But it's really interesting because the fruit that we have available to us here in the United States is actually a lot sweeter than the fruit that they are used to seeing in Madagascar. We usually try and keep a pretty good standard of no contact with them unless absolutely necessary, but most of the time they're pretty avoidant of us. So they'll come up to me whenever I have food or if they want to investigate. But if I were to try and even touch them, they would jump away, which is totally fine. And that's one of the reasons, we are so non-contact with them, is we don't want them to get too comfortable with us. That can lead to things like aggression. And so if we do end up with aggressive lemurs, we wouldn't be able to go in with them like we do here. But ours are pretty used to that kind of separation. So they don't see us as another lemur, and we try not to encourage that behavior as well. So this is one of our radiated tortoises. This particular male here, his name is Grumpy. And radiated tortoises actually live in the same area as our ringtail lemurs. So they live in the spiny forest of southern Madagascar. So they're used to the same climate as our ringtails, and ringtails are actually really important to the radiated tortoises simply because when it gets really dry, it's harder for the tortoises to find food, so they hang out wherever the lemurs are, and they'll actually eat lemur poop to be able to survive during those drier seasons, so they can get some nutrients from it as well as some water. It's kind of that time of year where he's going to be a little bit more territorial. Anytime we walk in here during certain times of the year, he usually will kind of follow us around and kind of bump into our boots, essentially trying to challenge us the same way he would challenge another radiated male. So what they do is they try and flip each other over, and whoever is still standing at the end is the one who gets the girl. So this one here is Rudy. This is our smaller male. So we have 4 radiated tortoises here in our exhibit. We have 2 males and what we believe is 2 females. I say what we believe is because we are unsure what our other small one is. Rudy is one of our newer radiated tortoises in here. He came in here with a sibling, and Turnip is the famous one that you might have seen on that really viral video of Turnip taking a shower. She's currently hanging out in the cave with Cassandra, or not Cassandra, with Cass, our other female.